Okay, let's see what we got here. John Frost. Winter's coming. Writes, Rush Limbaugh in 2024. Would the exploding heads be worth it? Who else will fight with no holds barred? Has the conservative right wing learned anything during the last 4 years? Or considering the state of the American ideal, will we continue to conserve nothing but our unremarkable record of conservative political non-successes? That's great. With internalized crises such as the tidal pulling and dialectical strife between seditious and free speech, are we fighting in or engaging a system that conservatism simply does not fit well with? Basically, in other words, is conservatism political? Glad you got that question. That's a great question too, John. I think that conservatism is political, and I think that the reason that conservatism is always going to be here, it may not always be ascendant. Clearly, the ideas that we have now are never existed in human history prior to the United States, but the main reason that I'm a conservative is because biology is conservative, because that's what we're made of. And when I say that's what we're made out of the good stuff, the altruistic stuff, but we're also made out of the bad stuff. We know as conservatives that it's human nature, that nobody is made perfect, that it is human nature for any individual, no matter how good-hearted or well-intentioned they are, to want power, money, control over other people. And therefore, conservatives managed to build a society that took the innate contradictions in people and the inability to make new people. That's the foundation of conservatism. If you could genuinely create new people, then who wouldn't be a progressive? If you could actually modify people so that you could modify, if you could just teach them, for example, which the left still seems to believe, if you could just constantly teach them that raping women is wrong, and that eventually meant that rape disappeared, who wouldn't be in favor of that? But that's not the case. It's clearly not the case. And so since it's not the case, the more effort you put into something that you know is not going to work in the first place is effort you could have put into something that would work. So conservatism is, to me, conservatism is trying to get as realistic a look at what the world actually is as possible. And then with the goal of maximum human happiness, trying to decide how to design the minimum possible structure to let people do whatever they want to, so long as they don't hurt other people. And that's, I think, a taught behavior, certainly. And I think that's why conservatism is, in fact, it's almost like it's not really even the right direction. Not like is conservatism political. It's like there will always be the politics of people who call themselves conservatives, who understand and are willing to look at human beings the way they are and what we're capable of and what we're not, and where the dangers lie.